All right. What's up, guys? We don't have the Honorable Grandmaster, legendary, world-renowned LeonFood.com with us today.
You have to settle with me today, guys.
Today, we have another tech guy, okay? A real tech guy, not the fake tech guys like me, okay? I'm just a trader and investor, okay? We have with us here today Michael Tidwell, right? And Michael Tidwell is the founder and the organizer of the Atlanta Blockchain Meetup. Okay, it's the biggest Bitcoin and blockchain and cryptocurrency related meetup in the Atlanta metropolitan area. So every city that I go to, I like to talk to the people at the meetups just to see how they got started, because that's always fascinating to me, you know. So I want you to say hello to our audience, you know.
Hello to Tizen's audience. Yeah.
So let's start with a little bit about your background. You know, like what do you do for a living? What's your skills, or what's your career? What do you do?
Sure, I have a background in programming and relational databases, and last couple of years I've really been looking at distributed, centralized systems.
Okay. So for the audience, you know, that are not technical, right? What does that mean? Like, what do you actually do? Like, what are some of the services or the things that people use or see that you actually build or help?
Oh God,
you know, or is it so technical?
I would say this is the really low level stuff for services that end users actually wouldn't see.
Okay.
So I'm working on more of like the pipe, the plumbing for stuff that other people are going to end up using.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you're like the guy that runs all the piping and everything inside the house. We never see it. We just turn on the water and we just use it.
Yeah. So I would say like the UI guys are like the people who get the credit for the cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you first hear about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or blockchains in general? What year?
2011.
So So you're like a very early adopter then. You must be like a Bitcoin millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't even be here sitting here talking to you, right?
I know. So the first time I heard about Bitcoin was on NPR, which stands for National or
Public Radio.
Public Radio, and I was heard only negative news about it. Heard about it again in 2012, one time where it got covered negatively, and they talked about how the price dumped by a significant percentage.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't until 2013 where I really started looking at it. Try to almost like disprove it, and in that process,
of disproving it,
late 2013 on the way up, I started thinking like, hey, this is cool, and a little bit of FOMO crept in, and I bought some small amount of Bitcoin in 2013.
So for the new investors, FOMO means fear of missing out. Okay, and there's no such thing, right? If you're a serious investor, there's never fear of missing out. There's always more opportunities. This thing's gonna last for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, okay? So don't worry about missing out on anything. There'll be another crypto that comes along. There'll be more opportunities for you to get into Bitcoin, okay? So what year would you say did you actually, don't say how many you bought, but just when did you buy your first Bitcoin?
I'll say I bought one, so I had one Bitcoin for like a long time, just one. And I figured, hey, if this stuff really takes off, you only need one. But I ended up selling it. I sold it
at a loss.
Yeah, I sold it at a little bit of a loss. Not too much of a loss, but a little bit of a loss. So took a loss and really didn't, get into it again until after I had some time. I quit my startup. I was working for a startup. I was working a lot of hours. I quit that, and then I had more time to look into, all the blockchains.
So what was it about Bitcoin that pulled you back? Well, what was it about the technology? Was it because the money side of it, the potential investments, or just the tech, or what was it that pulled you back?
I think a lot of people get pulled in because of the price. And that's I don't care what anyone says, whether
that's what gets your attention.
Whether you're in for it for the technical reasons or whatever, everyone takes notice of the price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely was one of the people that was like, how is this worth so much? All that.
Okay, so. And then at what point did you decide, hey, you know what? Let me organize a meetup, a Bitcoin, a blockchain meetup, so that you can bring all the people here, because Atlanta is like the 9th largest metropolitan area in America.
Yeah.
And did they have a Bitcoin meetup already before that?
Yeah, that's a good point. So there was a meetup group. There was a Bitcoin meetup group in Atlanta. and it actually died off, and like they just stopped hosting meetups for some reason. So I figured, I'll just do my own meetup, and I figured there's enough people like me that just want to learn about all these new blockchain stuff coming out.
Yeah.
It was like in 2016 where I couldn't keep up with all the news that was coming out, so I figured I'm just going to make a meetup group, and hopefully we can all just come together and learn what the heck all this blockchain, these new blockchain stuff are. I was talking about altcoins earlier, so.
So altcoins are the alternative coins. If you're new to cryptocurrencies, altcoins are any cryptocurrency that's that's not Bitcoin. That we consider an alternative coin, and they call it altcoins for short. So now you're saying that you organize it so everybody can pool their knowledge, but it's still based on a technical perspective. It's not from an investing perspective like me and Leon do. Like we only focus on investing.
We primarily, from the start and right now even, we're really focused on the technical aspects of the different blockchain projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the people let's just talk about the people that's in the Atlanta metropolitan area, if they're interested in attending your Atlanta blockchain meetup, what would you say to them? How to get in touch with you? How to sign up? How to register?
So if you Google the Atlanta blockchain, you should find it. It's on meetup.com. Feel free to join and register.
How often do you guys have these meetups? Once a month? Once a week?
We're currently doing it once a month.
Okay. And usually on what days?
It's usually the 4th Wednesday of the month or 3rd Wednesday of the month.
And it's in the evenings for when people get off work?
Yep. It's usually 6 p.m. past.
Okay.
So,
what area of town? Do you do it in North Austin, North Atlanta? I'm from Austin.
Yeah.
So what part of the Atlanta area?
Yeah, so it's usually in the north part of Atlanta. Usually we try to keep it in Buckhead or north, like Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, but sometimes like the last meetup was at Pond City Market, which is in Midtown, but we try to keep it north.
Okay. And then for the people that are, let's say, outside the Atlanta area or outside the U.S., is there a way that they can log in or watch you on YouTube while you guys are doing this live or recorded? Yes. Is there any way that they can?
So we live stream on Otika.tv. That's OTIKA.tv. If we have good Wi-Fi.
Okay.
If not, then we just put up on YouTube afterwards. Granted, the audio is good.
Okay.
So yeah, they can find that through just Googling the Atlanta blockchain or type in Mike21, which is my username I go by. That's Mike20 spelled out with a 1 on the end.
Yeah. You might change that to Block Time, so it's easier for people to.
Well, that's our podcast name.
Yeah, we can put that on YouTube too.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
So
be easier.
Okay, so now that's the people that just want to tune in or come visit you. What about the people that want to come and speak at your meetup? Like, let's say that there's other, new cryptocurrency projects or new blockchain projects that's coming out, and let's just say they want to share their tech or get, the word out about their project. Can they contact you and feed into Google Hangout or Skype
Definitely,
or something?
I would love, if you're working on something really interesting, feel free to reach out. And if you're working on something that, myself or Mike B. Casey or any of the other kind of leadership members think is a good idea, then we'll definitely let you go ahead and give a presentation about whatever you're working on. So we're focused on everything blockchain, not just Bitcoin, but everything, really.
So talk about the other organizers that are helping you out put this whole meetup together, that organize this meetup.
Yeah, so right now the main guy besides me is Mike B. Casey. And then we have a couple other people that are helping out, like Brandy, forgot his last name, Brandon Iglesias, some other people.
Okay. Okay, and then do you guys have like a specific venue, or where do you guys normally have it at? And what's the audience size that you normally have?
So as far as a venue goes, we don't necessarily have like a reliable venue. We usually have to jump around and find a new venue every week, but that's probably going to end up changing. I don't know. We'll see. And as far as audience size goes, we've been actually averaging pretty high, about 100 plus.
Okay.
80 to 100.
So if there's somebody that's listening right now and they have a restaurant, they have a business or anything like that, and they want to host your blockchain meetup,
sure. Yep.
Maybe because usually when people come to the meetups, they want to buy drinks and they want to buy food and stuff
Definitely,
like that.
Yep.
Are you open to that?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, so just contact you.
Yeah, just let me know. We can figure out something.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to be a sponsor and talk about maybe like your blockchain company or project, or just want to, plug whatever company.
What if just a restaurant that has good barbecue and they just want to plug their barbecue and sponsor and host your event?
Yeah, and we can help you accept Bitcoin even. We have BitPay right here in Buckhead, so we can have your restaurant accepting Bitcoin before you know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that people need to know about your meetup?
No,
I mean, what kind of people that usually come there? Are they tech people? Are they women, kids, college kids, business people? They come in there for tech reasons? They come in there for investing reasons? What reasons are they coming there for?
All the above. That's a good question. And as far as the demographics, we're looking probably like 25% women, something like that. So it's not just all guys.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a lot of technical, a lot of people. You know, we've had bankers come, people from Atlanta Fed, all kinds of people come out to these meetup groups. So, you know, no matter what your background is, we always try to cover things at least at a real high level before we kind of drill in to anything technical. So at least if you're paying attention, you can actually follow along.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And if you guys are in the Atlanta metropolitan area, go check his meetup out. If you guys want to learn more about blockchains, bitcoins, cryptocurrencies, is there a fee, a registration fee, or anything like that?
We never want to have anyone pay any money. So the whole idea is have sponsors pay for, you know, the food, drinks, venue. And I used to pay for stuff out of pocket at the very beginning, but now that we have sponsors coming in, I don't have to pay anything out of pocket now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you guys have time and you guys want to learn more about bitcoins, blockchains, cryptocurrencies, come and check out the Atlanta blockchain meetup. It's held monthly, and this is Tidwell, right? And his other organizer, Mike Casey, is not here with us today.
Yeah.
We'll catch him at a different time, or you guys can catch him in a previous video. And this will conclude this video, unless you have anything else to add to that.
Just sign off. Yeah. Check me out. Follow me on Twitter. I'm Mike21, spelled out with a 1. And Mike B. Casey and I run the Block Time podcast, where you know, we like to cover things. It's probably going to be a different kind of podcast than you're usually, you know, used to listening to.
So if you send us the links, I'll put it in the description.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. And this will conclude this broadcast.
Good hanging out with you, Ty.
All right.
Yeah.